Do you make these songs?
The songs that I sing?
No, what you...
They're just free, non-copyright, free downloadable songs.
What if you find out that one of them is copyrighted?
Then I'll get fucking
written?
booted.
I don't know.
That's why I got booted on Lift Eat Little Sleep podcast, bro.
What song did you cover? Or when did you do that was...
Oh, dude, it was this gayest fucking song. What was it? It was a rock song by Creed. With my arms wide open.
Yeah. I mean, Creed needs the money, so you can't really play their songs. I can't. They haven't sold something since like the '90s. So,
all right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Shot 30 Podcast with Shayne Newberg and special guest JD Spets.
Boom, and this is Shot 30 Podcast, and we're gonna start it off with a little love song for you, just something sweet to make your heart go.
Is this the same song?
Nope, it's a different one.
This feels different. I like the other one. I feel like I need to be at a Lumineers. There you go.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna let you go. I don't have my Lumineers fedora and suspenders on.
It's me and JD, can't you see? We're good buddies since we were 3. We love each other, and that's all I said.
Oh, man.
Okay, that's all. We'll leave it at that. And this is Shot 30 Podcast. I am Shayne Newberg, and today I have a guest, and I'm coming to you from his house, Mr. JD Spets. Hello.
Thanks, buddy.
And, dude, I have so much stuff to talk to you about on this, and so we're just going to ride into it. But first, we're going to ride in on Mrs. Newbie's train. We're riding along Mrs. Newbie's train, and this episode is sponsored by Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies. Get your decadent, beautiful, frosted delights. If you want to eat them, you can eat them. If you want to throw them, you can throw them. If you want to sit on them, you can sit on them.
I gotta say, I'm a little bummed that I didn't. I've been hearing about this shit for 5 episodes that I'm in now, and I haven't gotten one cookie or cupcake or whatever it is.
It's good. She does beautiful, decorative cakes. She just did a Marvel cake. She's good.
How long has she been doing this? Is this like her side gig from the...
Well, actually, she did a cake maybe a year and a half ago, and it was a birthday cake for one of our kids, and It was the ugliest fucking cake you'd ever see. Dude, she fucked that cake up so bad. I mean, she had a picture of what she was going to do, and it was just this pile of pink frosting mush. And she goes, I wish I was good at this.
I mean, how do you fuck up a cake, though? Not to say that I would know what to do,
she
but
fucked it up, and so she goes, I think I want to make, pretty cakes. And so the next day, her birthday was coming up, and I went to Hobby Lobby and spent $400 some.
Jesus.
Bought her every single thing that she needs to, I went to all the YouTube sites, everything that she'd need to make the cakes. And the rest is history. Her very first one was a 3-tier wedding cake.
Does she sell them? Obviously.
Yeah, she stays really, really busy.
Man, that's awesome.
And the podcast, too, has helped it out big time.
That's cool, yeah.
And this episode is sponsored by Conspiracy Kimonos. JD, have you ever done jujitsu?
Dude, does it look like I've ever done jujitsu?
If I get 2
I can't spell that, let alone do it.
If I get two geese from Conspiracy Kimonos, right there on the next episode that we shoot, me and him are going to go at it. We're putting our gis on and we're doing jujitsu.
This isn't something you made up. This is a real thing. Conspiracy kimonos.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My last guest, he has one.
That's hilarious.
He has the great alien
I thought you were
kimono.
fucking around because, I got to be honest, I don't know what's serious and what isn't.
Yeah, Conspiracy Kimonos is a real deal. It's
and
a
I
real
thought that
dude.
was just you fucking around, but that's great.
It's
I'll totally
real.
check it out,
dude. We'll be like Step Brothers. You want to go do karate in the garage?
Fuck yeah.
We'll be like, no, you want to go do jujitsu in the living room though? That'd be cool.
I'd take the fuck out of that thing.
Mm-hmm. And this is for the very first time. Shot 30 Podcast has a sober guest.
Oh, sorry.
A sober guest. He's a clean man right now, and I'm peer pressuring him, and he's staying strong. So
sorry.
We'll let it slide.
Tried to,
but we've partied enough in our times to let this one slide. Mm-hmm. He's drinking on pink lemonade. This episode is sponsored by Pink Lemonade.
Well, I'd say the name of what they are, but they probably get you booted too. I don't know. They're like
it. I do. I do.
don't know.
Advil PM plugs. I do.
Your spit cup, the sparkling ice water things.
Oh, there we go. Sparkling ice spit cups. No. So yeah, you can visit Conspiracy Kimonos on Facebook and order a gi. He's coming out with a new custom fit gi.
Is this like a buddy of yours?
No, it's just a guy who came up to me.
Oh, just yeah.
Nah, he's kind of a buddy.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
I gotta check. You gotta show me once we're done.
Yeah, he actually provided this Zoom right there, that audio recorder to the podcast. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Conspiracy Kimonos. This one's for you. Now, so I do want to roll into something. Mm-hmm. Now, you just sit back for a moment.
Okay.
Because I have a business.
Oh, you need to go off on a tear? All right, yeah, go ahead.
I have a business idea.
For me.
Yeah, we could go into this business together because you're going to be the first one to see this. I've never done this before.
Okay.
All right, so I have
you need to start letting your chick into the loop, by the way.
I know, she always is so mad.
It's like 4 times an episode. She's like, will you fucking tell me what we're doing here? It's hilarious.
Okay, so I've got a business idea. It's been how hot outside lately?
I think we're in the middle of a heat wave if the news is what's telling me.
But today, it's about 20 degrees cooler, right?
Yeah.
And so sometimes you want to wear a sweatshirt when it's cold.
Yeah.
But then sometimes the next day, if you didn't shower the day before, or like you're still in the same clothes,
sometimes you
if you've been on a binger or something.
Okay.
So listen, I've customized.
Oh, okay. This is
the
where
sweater to t-shirt. See, I cut the sleeves off because I worked out in this just a little bit ago. If you can tell by how big my arms look. You see that? Okay. But yeah, all you do, I'm thinking maybe Velcro, but that might itch. But all you do is, it just got warm outside. And then you just slide them down.
So then you have like...
like aerobic wrist straps.
Yeah. Don't they have those in pants form? Can't you take like your zip off pants into shorts?
That's why I've taken it to the top.
I think in the 8th grade I had a shitload of those.
Of the pants ones?
Where you zipped them off.
Oh my God, the cargo pants ones? I was literally just saying that the other day because...
Bro, I had every color at the Gap, dude.
Oh, can we go put some on right now?
Every color at the Gap, son.
Dude, let's go put some on right now. I'll have the pants on the bottom. Yeah, I got Pokemon pants on.
Were you doing yoga?
Yeah, I was doing yoga. You should see my warrior pose right now. There's Pikachu. There we go. Oh, they can see my quad now.
Yeah. This just turned into the Shayne's Body episode.
I guess. This is the first time ever. Well, I'm down like 14 pounds in a week because I've worked out every day.
Why?
Well, and it's been really fucking hot out.
Well, why are you losing weight?
Because I looked at my fat ass gut and I didn't
that'll
like
do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, and then the very first thing that everybody says after they see the podcast is, wow, you got fucking fat, bro.
Ooh, that's a rough one. Coming out of the gates, that's tough.
They tell me my beard is
you look like a chubby Shia LaBeouf.
Dude, everybody says that. You know the one celebrity, it like cringes my body that I've been compared to before that drives me fucking nuts. Have you ever seen Hannah Montana?
No.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But there's a kid on there named Oliver.
He sounds like a cunt.
Oh, God, he really is. Yeah. A royal one at that. But sometimes your wrists get too warm, and you want to take those off, too. So I'm taking those off.
It's a little warm.
Leave them on the floor.
It's all right. I'm probably going to steal them.
The maid will get them.
Yeah. Yeah, the cleaning lady will come in here and take care of that for me.
All right. No, I do want to talk about something with you.
Sure.
No, I've always admired you for. Okay. I swear to God, 100%.
That's nice. That's a nice thing.
And you have always been a person to me. That's why I reached out to you a couple weeks ago because you.
I'm glad you did. By the way, that was
And it's we'll get into all that how crazy that was, but yeah, I've always admired you because you're always just if you don't like something, then why are you doing it?
Sure.
Or you hate your job and you quit. You just quit. Like. How the fuck do you just quit? Or like if you don't like where you're living, you just leave.
Sure.
Or you pursue a million different things. Your brain goes crazy. You wanted to be an actor. You were making the movies. Like you were doing everything, and I've always admired that. And the last place we worked together, they fucked with you, and you just said fuck it, I'm done. You just quit. And it was a great fucking job. We made a lot of money.
Yeah,
but said, fuck it.
Okay, well, to answer that, thank you, first off. That's a nice thing to say. Part of that was after my mom died, I didn't understand. That's got a lot to do with it. I don't know if, not to get like a bummer or anything like that, but I never understood staying in something that made you miserable all day. Mm-hmm. We talked about the the prison and all that kind of stuff, dude, I just fucking hated that job. I liked second shift because of the people, but the hours were fucking horrible. You're never going to hold good days off, which isn't a big deal in the scheme of things, but when you're doing something that you don't enjoy doing, I didn't like first shift. I didn't like the people on first shift. And that's not to say they were all bad. That's not what I mean, but like, I think the thing
that I felt from you the most that you were getting is you fucking hated the way they talked to you like you were just an idiot.
Yeah.
You were a grown-ass man. You came to this job. Why are you talking to me like I'm a fucking idiot?
And if I remember right, a couple of things happened. I was pretty cool with the second shift major, and I'm not going to say his name because what's the point? But I was pretty cool with him, and then the Kiwani crew decided collectively to call in on a snow day. Because in fairness, 34, I believe, was closed, if I remember right.
34 was the worst road ever.
And I don't want to misspeak here, and if I'm remembering something wrong, please correct me. But we all decided to use a snow day, and he was furious about that. And this was probably, if I would have started in November, it would have been, let's say, January. He was like, well, don't fall into the bad group that uses snow days and all that kind of shit. And I was just like, well, I understand what you're saying, but I'm not risking my life to come here.
I know.
And that was the end of him and I's pretty good relationship.
And then once one person in that place didn't like you, everything just falls. Like you can see like that when I got the fuck up out of it. But and in fairness to a lot of those people, I did not give a fuck about that job, and it might as well have been written on my forehead. It literally drove people nuts how much you didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, 100%.
And I loved every fucking second of it. But during that time I've never talked about my powerlifting on the podcast, but I'm going to just a small little bit.
Yeah, please.
Because you kept saying, it's not my show.
Oh, sorry.
It's Timmery's show.
Yeah.
Let's make that very clear.
Sorry that she's not here.
Mrs. Newbie's Case and Cookies. When I started the powerlifting, I was talking to you. You're like, dude, I know you want to do something more. And at that point in my life, I was like, the powerlifting. And I started climbing up the ranks and it was good, but and then all the injuries and everything like that later, then I was just sitting at ground zero again, looking at everything what do I want to fucking do? And then that's kind of leads into, we were talking about doing movies and doing just getting the camera out and making our own short films and stuff like that. And then I was like, fuck, I'm listening to all these guys' podcasts. I'm listening to their fucking stand-up. I was like, fuck it, I want to do that. And then I did it and fucking loved it.
Yeah, man.
And when me and Timmery were doing the podcast, we had did 100 podcasts before we posted one. For almost 3/4 of a year.
Well, I've heard you say that before, but you kind of got to get your sea legs when you're doing this. Isn't a natural thing to do what you and I are doing. There's a microphone. We're obviously live with people, or not live with people per se, but this is eventually going to go, and people are going to see it. So, normal people.
We did go live once.
Oh, did you really?
It was a fucking
Was it a shit show?
Dude.
Yeah.
It was
I bet it was.
Shit show. The messages, they were like, fucking kill yourself. Dude,
oh, Jesus.
Holy shit, you fat fuck. Goddamn.
All right. Well,
your fucking teeth are yellow.
We're going to do that.
They were just coming at us. Do you fuck your sister? That's
Jesus
the shit.
Christ.
I was like,
who are these fucking friends of yours?
It wasn't friends. It was just live, and people were being really mean.
No, but yeah, you got to think, when you talk to someone normally, you don't have this, whatever this is.
Yeah.
This is, for lack of a better word, everyone's going to see this. So, it's a weird thing to get into. Sure.
And I think it's super cool that we've been outside on the back deck for 45 minutes talking before we did this.
I know.
And we still have plenty to roll on from here.
About, yeah.
But we can roll into our first segment, and I hope you're prepared.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Act It Out. Act It Out. Let's do this.
Okay.
So now this is what I told you earlier. Just think of a scenario. Who am I? Who are you? And where are we? And what are we doing?
The scenario, I thought, because I figured this was what you were going to do, and not to say that I guessed, but you and I talking in here is what I thought of the scenario of two people doing. I knew you were going to do it. That's why when you said that, I'm like, I know what he's going to do.
All right. Okay. Here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, hi, buddy.
What's up?
Can I have a different name at least or something?
Well, yeah. What do you want to go by?
Okay, no. Let's change it. We're still here.
Okay.
We're still this person, but I'm gonna be Jamal, and you're gonna be Javier.
Okay.
I'm Jamal, you're Javier, and we just got into an argument outside about you blowing cigarette smoke in my face.
Okay, well that did kind of not an argument, but yeah, I did blow cigarette smoke in your face. So sorry,
Javier.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Okay, go ahead. You're Jamal.
Oh wait, yeah.
Right,
why am I talking like Javier? Okay.
I don't know.
Hey, Javier. Oh, bro, why you spit that shit in my face, man? Get the fuck back.
So shit. Okay, let me think about it. I'm just gonna do Javier. No, Javier could be a white dude. I'm just gonna play it like a white dude.
Okay.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that. I have a quinceañera to get to, so I have to go. I
thought you were being a white guy.
I apologize. No, I mean, well, his mom's probably Spanish or something. But I apologize for the cigarette. I know it's a filthy habit, and I'm going to get better at blowing it in my face. In my defense, you walked into my field of blowing
casa.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
casa.
You're in my casa now.
Fuck that, bro. You were in my house.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I like that. That felt good.
That felt good. We really ended that.
I mean, you really went aggressive black guy voice on that,
Well, on the last podcast, it was Miguel and Curtis, and it was Miguel.
Why
and
is
Curtis,
it always a Mexican dude?
And it was post-apocalyptic,
Oh.
and I was turning into a zombie, and we had to get to. There was a mystic bird, and if we got a sample of its poop, it would stop the symptoms of me turning into a zombie.
That sounds
so I was
right.
I was doing shit like this.
Everything I know about zombies, that sounds like it.
I was like, me llamo Curtis, and me need the bird poop, and I'd be like, the symptoms are getting worse. Yeah, so it's pretty fucking stupid.
Hey, let me ask you a question. If the zombie apocalypse happens, because you're pretty into that kind of shit, huh?
Yeah, I'm into pretty much everything.
Okay, cool. If that happens, what do you do?
Oh. Okay, what I need here is a little bit more. Is it right now? It just
let's say
off.
In this scenario of what we're doing right now, the world. No, that doesn't happen. Because what rabies is essentially when dogs they become almost a zombie, right?
Like rabbit.
Is that right? Yeah. Same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, probably not, but So it happens while we're in here right now. An outbreak hits and it spreads in the next hour to anyone outside.
So we can kind of do an act it out right now for that.
Okay, sure.
This is what I do.
I'm asking what you do.
Bing, 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 bing. Everything starts going crazy.
Okay.
Zombie apocalypse happening right now. I just go.
You just stay and you don't do anything? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Obviously take a shot first. That's what's important. Let's get good and pickled up before we...
The kids, the wife, fuck! And...
What are you talking about? There's nothing going to happen. You take that with you and just get fucked up the entire time.
I'm coming back.
We got to finish this. We got to go an hour here.
Yeah. Dude, in between me going 2 blocks away to pick them up, there's going to be fucking zombies crawling around in here. You're going to be eaten alive, and it's going to be all recorded, and I'm posting that shit for sure.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, no, that would be crazy. I do always like imagine like something like that happening, and I have a dream. It's not zombie, but it kind of is the same feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at my house and everyone's screaming and running, and I go outside and I'm like, what's going on? And the school that's right by my house, all the kids are in there and the place is on fire and it's collapsing. And I go in and I save every single one of the kids, and I'm about to get my heroes moment, where I walk out and I go back in to check to make sure there's no kids left. And the building collapses on me, and I spend the rest of the night in the dream.
And you die a hero?
No, I don't die in nothing. I die. Okay. I mean, in my brain, I feel like I kind of was a hero.
That's the way to go out.
But no one even got to clap for me. Dude,
I wanted the applause. The only reason I went in there after these fucking kids was for the applause afterwards.
They're gonna be like, that fucking idiot must have lost his drugs in there or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and he brought all these kids out to search their book bags and make sure they didn't have the shit.
Steal their lunches and shit. And go back in.
Yeah. So I have that dream a lot. But I was gonna.
It gets brought up. The reason I asked you is because it gets brought up often. Like, what would you do? Mm-hmm. Would you run and get guns and all that kind of shit? What would you do with all that stuff? I got a real easy thing. That what you do, dude? You kill yourself. At best, you are gonna die a very slow and painful death. At best.
God, that's such a terrible thing to say after we just did the suicide prevention line on the other one. But we're talking about zombies here.
Guys, in this hypothetical scenario. Yeah, dude. I'm not waiting that out.
Yeah,
I'm not going to go fight zombies.
I'm going to at least try to buy a little bit of time. I'm going to try to masturbate real quick. And then,
do the important shit.
No, somebody told me, I swear to God, somebody told me that when you masturbate, like when you have your orgasm, male or female, it is the only time in human existence where there is absolutely no brain activity, where your brain is absolutely stagnant, completely stagnant.
What about, well, no, never mind.
So if you could like somehow try to time it out, like, oh, boom, you know, like.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I see. But that you're still thinking about, like, as soon as I snap this off, I'm going to fucking kill myself. I wouldn't care.
Maybe
I don't know. I wouldn't.
If you do research, if you watch like a certain video or something, like, and you get your timing down perfect, and then you make a mechanism where you're sitting.
So let me ask you a question. I've got to poke a hole in what you just said. You're watching a video, you're jerking off, and you have a gun to your head at the same time?
No, you're making a mechanism that's going to shoot the gun for you while you're doing it, so you time it.
So during the zombie apocalypse, you're like, I'm going to kill myself. But before I do this, I'm going to build a fucking gun shooting thing. Your story's full of holes, Shayne. Is all I'm saying.
I got a fucking Pokemon shirt on, bro. I'm trying to make sweater t-shirts, man. I don't know. I've got holes. I've got issues.
Hey, I understand. I'm just saying.
And one of them is
you've gone too far down the rabbit hole. Is all I'm saying about it.
I understand. Okay, so bum. This episode is sponsored by Jerome Lovely. If you need a male escort in the Quad Cities or Chicago area, visit Jerome Lovely on Facebook today, and he will be there for you. You need a strong, good-looking man to take you place to place. He's there for you. Visit Jerome Lovely today.
Is that for real?
Jerome Lovely's real as well.
Is a real prostitute.
It's not prostitution. It is not prostitution. It's a male escort. You are paying him for his company.
Okay.
Yeah, not.
He doesn't fuck any of these people?
I don't know. I've never.
Sure you do.
I've never.
Is this a friend of yours?
No, it's just a business partner.
Okay. All right. Jerome Lovely.
Lovely.
I don't believe this.
Yeah. He also does vlogs and like blogs and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. He helps out a lot of people in hard times.
Does with his pimp game? What does he wear on these days? All right, he's not a pimp.
I don't know. I'd imagine like a suit, maybe like a.
Am I going to get you in trouble with Jerome Lovely?
Maybe a fur jacket, maybe a top hat, a cigar, or something like that.
Flicking a nickel under a street light.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe maybe a whip in one hand or a cane, one or the other. I can't really.
Cane.
Yeah, maybe cane. Not
you don't whip your hose, do you?
He's not whipping hose. He's a gentleman.
You brought it up.
He has a business, man. He's just an escort.
Yeah,
he just wants to take you place to place and let you have company.
Okay.
If you need somebody to eat dinner with.
I'd rather eat alone than have a guy named Jerome Lovely come to my house.
There's a lot of lonely people out there.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Visit Jerome Lovely on Facebook
I gotta look this fucking guy. I don't know where my phone is. I'm looking this guy up as soon as this is over.
Everybody says it. It's real. Jerome Lovely's real, man.
Jerome Lovely. Is it just a picture of you in like a fucking...
No, I am not Jerome Lovely. I'm not Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies, and I'm not Conspiracy
Well, that one I believe, because it's your chick and that's what she does. I believe that, but like,
What do you want me to say? Something that you won't believe? Like, what do you want me to say? This episode is sponsored by 18-inch purple dildos.
I've seen one of those. Okay, yeah. No, I'm not saying I don't believe you on these things. I'm just saying, like, it's weird to me that an escort would promote on a podcast. That's weird. I mean, you got to get the word out, I guess.
They reached out to me, and then we had kind of had common interests, like
movies. Give me three. Okay.
Movies, bike rides, and sunsets.
And he works out of the Quad City and Chicago area.
Yeah, he's like in the middle, like let's go with like shared, like not shared, like Dixon area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Somewhere. Ottawa. It's Ottawa. Ottawa. Yeah.
Right.
Ottawa's the one. Yeah,
okay.
That was the one I was
cool.
thinking of.
I'll have to look him up. I hope I get to meet him someday. He seems like a nice guy.
I actually think you've already met him.
Yeah, I'm sure I have.
I'm pretty positive you have. All right. So after that, I guess we'll just talk about how my man titties are hugging this Deadpool Pikachu head. You see this? Look at that shirt.
What was that a sweater?
What the fuck do you mean? Was it a sweater?
Is that the
These
way
are
you?
the fucking sleeves.
Oh, that's where you. I didn't know that's where you cut them off
I got
of.
hot on the way here. So
It's 85 degrees and you have a sweater on.
well, I told you I was working out and I like it to glisten a little bit. I'm trying to lose weight.
For sure. You
Not
get a hot
everybody
box
has a
it.
perfect body like you.
I hardly have a perfect body,
Dude,
but
and the one thing I always notice about you, you love to be barefoot.
I'm always
Does that hurt your feet, or have you just like adapted? I know people who have like their feet have adapted. Like they can walk on the hot. They can walk on like rocks.
Yeah, I mean, when it's warm out, I don't wear. I very rarely do I have shoes on. And I mostly
weird.
walk around bare feet. Yeah,
Dude,
barefoot
all the time. I've seen you on like hot asphalt. I swear to God.
Yeah, probably.
I swear to God, I've never even said this to you, but it bugs the fuck out of me.
It's gross. I understand. I mean,
my feet have been through fucking hell. I swear to God. I broke the foot. I dropped the. Hey, you seen that right? When I dropped the weight on the foot.
I believe you showed that to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped 715 pounds on my feet. The floor mat ripped, and now I had surgery on both of my big toes because I had ingrown nails that were growing out of the bottom of my toe.
Really?
Out of the bottom. When they
Is
cut
that
me
because
open,
like it went through when you broke the foot? Like the nail went through when you broke the foot?
No, this is completely. They said it was caused by my new shoes, and then I was like, "It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better." I was laying on. Okay, like it was the worst thing ever. They gave me numbing shots, but I was so infected that it didn't work. They had to slice my toe all the way open. They pulled out nails that were the size of a shark's tooth.
Gross.
About like, I don't know how to do this one. Like that big.
And that were going through your foot?
Blood gushing blood gushing everywhere.
Jesus.
They wrapped me up. I was like on crutches, and then they came back again. They started coming back about a month ago, and I cut my toe open myself and did it.
Ew.
Yeah.
How does it stop?
I don't know.
The nails don't stop growing, do they?
They said that it's a 1% chance that they ever come back from what they did because they burned my toe when they did the surgery, but they came back. I was the 1%. Oof. And yeah, so it was fucking terrible because they said the next time we have to take your whole nail off. You'll never have a nail on your toe.
That's all right.
Well, fuck no, it's not right.
Why?
If you know how bad it felt the first time.
I don't. Well, I'm saying though, like in terms of things wrong with you, I don't know.
Feet, bro.
You brought
I haven't
it up.
seen you in forever, and we're talking about fucking feet.
That's just a weird. I've never heard that before. That's fucked
Dude,
up.
look at that 5 head.
There you go.
Pokemon hat though. But yeah, no, so my feet have been through fucking hell, but dude, your feet are fucking bionic. You're gonna fucking survive the zombie apocalypse because you don't need shoes.
Well, that's the thing. I'm gonna kill myself because I don't. Sorry, I'm gonna kill myself because I don't have shoes on. It's like fuck this. You ever seen Die Hard, dude? I'm jumping out of that window, walking on glass and shit. I'm not doing that.
What do you think of Nick Cage?
In terms of
His acting abilities.
he's fucking great in Leaving Las Vegas, and he was all right in those National Treasure movies. Other than that,
that's probably about it, right? You know, he's been
adaptation was all right. I suppose
he's been in 100 movies, and me and Timmery have watched 3 or 4 of them in the past week. Dude, he did one where he's a trucker.
I'm in.
A trucker, and he's dating this woman.
Okay.
And he starts fucking the woman's daughter.
Why wouldn't you?
Because his ex-wife, or his wife who passed away, her spirit went into her body. Dude,
what is this movie called?
I don't know, but if you look up everything I just told you, it will come up.
It
and
tracks.
if you watch it, it is atrocious.
Oh man!
And I watched it all.
There's a movie with him called I think Joe, where he's like an outlaw that was supposed to be pretty good, but I never watched it. Face Off was the shit. What are we talking about?
Face Off
was the shit.
Face Off was good.
I mean, it's not good, but it's a great movie.
Ghost Rider is the worst movie of all time. You probably haven't seen that.
I don't think so.
You're not like a Marvel geek like me, but no. Okay, so Timmery, you know that we have. Do you know who Old Greg is?
No.
Hi there. Pleased to meet you.
Is that one of the guys you do?
What you doing in my waters?
What?
Old Greg got a manjana.
Oh no.
Okay. Never mind. You ever drank Bailey's from a shoe?
Is that like a?
Okay, we'll just roll. We'll just keep going.
Okay.
Okay, it's a stupid ass fucking video from a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
It was done in Britain, like Britain Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay, sure.
Called Old Greg.
Got it.
And then we have a pillow with a pillowcase of him on our bed, and then we also have
Nice.
a pillow of Freddie Mercury.
Oh well, that's obvious.
And then we also have a pillow of Nick Cage laying naked.
Is he actually
It's
naked?
everything except for
You don't see his like dick.
Yeah.
You do?
No, you don't
Oh.
see that. Everything up to that.
Okay.
But we can all imagine.
Give me the second half of that pillow, you know? What the fuck are we doing here?
If you can hit
If
me
I come
up-
over to sleep at your house, that's all I want to lay on.
So many people just go like straight. But Timmery just ordered a shower curtain, Nick Cage shower curtain for our bathroom,
Tight.
and a Brad Pitt toilet seat cover from Troy.
Okay. I was going to say, because Brad Pitt sued Playgirl back in the day for leaking nude photos of him. So you can get...
I've seen his new photos. They're very unappeasing.
Yeah, it's not great for Brad Pitt.
No.
We put them all over a friend's parents' computer, like the background of their computer, and they were old, so obviously they didn't know how to get that off. So it was
Was
just
it the ones where he was on the back porch?
Yeah. So it's just that. And, I mean, we were young when that happened. I mean, the internet was still like kind of a new thing, but yeah, we found those and posted those everywhere.
Oh, dude, those were great. Who's got the greatest?
Would you give a fuck though? Like if you're Brad, who cares?
Who gives a flying?
Worth like
fuck?
$500 million.
And your resume is Jennifer Aniston and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
come
care.
on, man.
Yeah.
And
Post all these fucking things that you want to.
hit like, dude, greatest like. Okay, we can like take this a whole different way, dude. You have totally a Tyler Durden body.
Cool.
Like you have
I'll
the
take
Tyler
it.
Durden look.
I need, like
the Brad Pitt version.
Yeah, well, I need like a lot of abs and
Dude, you just
a
look
sick
like
tan.
You're a good-looking guy, you know, but you got that like rough, good-look face.
Obviously,
Dude, you do look like
fuck
fucking
outta
Tyler
here.
Durden, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah, dude. Brad Pitt's a fucking man.
Yeah, dude, and like I had this conversation not too long ago. Out of everyone that probably most people respected, George Clooney hasn't made a fucking movie in 8 years that anyone saw. Johnny Depp, what the fuck happened to him?
Oh my god, and what a career! I
right.
just watched What Was Eating Gilbert Grape
Great
last
movie.
night.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio's performance in that movie does not age well at all. I mean, he is playing a stereotypical retarded guy, and he's really hamming it up, bro. That's an awful performance in 2019.
Oh, dude, that movie with the people that were in it. I started looking up everybody.
The big lady died, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked up everybody who was in that movie, and for the most part, all the way down to the fucking kids, you know, when they're picking them up, making them look in the window.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Almost everyone had a full career after that.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, almost every single person had a full career after that movie.
Dude, that was a great movie. Blow was the shit.
Blow. Dude, you opened me up to a movie, and I'm just gonna... You opened me up to Blow, first of all.
Did I?
And From Hell.
From Hell's a fucking great movie.
And this
love that movie.
This sick, weird motherfucker, he used to collect, like, you had the From Hell letter.
Yeah, I got it somewhere in here.
You
I don't know where
had
it's at,
Ed
though.
Gein dice, right? You had the Ed Gein dice.
They were like replica dice. They weren't real. They were just like
You got me onto such a weird fucking kick.
I don't know whatever happened to those. I think I gave them to somebody.
Oh,
But they weren't like. But the thing, I mean, with what you're saying though, they weren't real dice. They just looked like it, and they had this little case or whatever. I mean, it was. Yeah, it wasn't. It was just a weird thing that I bought when I was.
Yeah, you got me on such a fucking weird kick, man. I was all over the game for a while there.
Yeah.
And the Ted Bundy Zac Efron movie.
I hated that movie.
You didn't like it?
I hated that movie.
I thought it killed it.
Hang on, though. Here's what I'm saying. Because while it's all great and all that kind of stuff, dude, at the end of it, like, it kind of grossed me out when that whole thing came and he's like, Ted Bundy was a really good-looking guy. And it's like, yeah, and he murdered a fucking shitload of women. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, he might have been a decent-looking guy, sure. But why are we kind of, like, sucking his dick about it now?
Oh, no, I completely understand. It's
That's
just a story. There's so much to the story.
That's why I didn't like that Zac Efron movie, is because they showed him be, like, evil and all that shit in the last 10 seconds of that movie. And honestly, you kind of did a disservice to...
I do completely agree with what you're saying. I just think that what they were doing was... Because it was a...
lot better story, the way they told that. I wasn't a big fan, but I liked that they didn't show him out there murdering a bunch of people. Like, Jeremy Renner did his Dahmer movie.
Jeremy Renner did?
Yeah, before he was Jeremy Renner, he did a Dahmer movie in like 2002.
Okay. Vince Vaughn, his
Norman Bates.
Yep. Holy shit! This is.
It's not great. I mean, the Jeremy Renner Dahmer movie isn't great, but yeah, I mean, you check it out.
I will.
He's good in it.
I'm absolutely gonna look that one. I was actually super surprised. I didn't know that Vince Vaughn like his whole start was all just dark horror movies.
Yeah, man, The Cell,
and then when that he wasn't taking off the way he thought he should, that's when he switched over to comedy.
Yeah, The Cell, which was a fucking weird movie that I don't really remember. He was in a movie with Travolta called Domestic Disturbance, where he murdered his like former partner and something else. And that one, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. But he was like an evil dude in that one too. Yeah, I mean that was his first few roles were the kind of scary, imposing guy. He was a horrible Norman Bates, but yeah.
And so we'll get off this movie topic.
I could go all day.
I know I could too, and I just looked at the fucking time, and this is way longer than we ever go.
Yeah, sorry.
So let's. I want to talk about what you're doing, how this conversation came up with me calling you just out of the blue a couple weeks ago, and then what you had told me, and now what you're doing.
Now what I'm doing?
Yes.
Okay.
You're the captain now. Me and Timmy are just riding along.
You should have gotten like a cutout of her.
Just her face.
Yeah. So now what I'm doing is hopefully I'm going to be moving out to LA to do stand up, and hopefully September I can go. That's the plan as right now. It started like you were talking about movies and making them and all that kind of stuff. Well, I was just having this talk with my sister. When I was a little kid, I watched Ace Ventura, and I asked my parents what he did, what Jim Carrey did. And they kind of did me a little disservice in telling me he was an actor. What he really was at that time was a comedian. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what it took, 30 years to realize that that's what I wanted to do.
What was the show called that he was on?
In Living Color, great show, yeah. And that was, I thought I wanted to be an actor, and I guess in some kind of way I guess I'd do it. But I mean, being a comedian is just much more fun and doing all that kind of stuff. So it took a while to realize, and growing up, that's all I watched a lot of stand-up and things like that, and that always sounded like a fun thing to do. It never occurred to me that it's the easiest thing you can go do. If you have any desire to do it, all you have to do is show up somewhere, put your name on a thing, and go up and do it. So that's what I started doing.
And
First time I went up,
feel real life everything. You feel the crowd. You feel what you're doing. You hear what you're saying. They hear what you're saying. It's all interaction.
The first time I went up was February 14th of 2017. Yeah.
And where was that?
Jukebox.
Okay.
Yeah. Shug and Dan went with me. That was a lot of fun. And then Dan came with me 2 or 3 more times. Michael went a couple of times.
I've got the Jukebox on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And that's the last comic standing competition.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. So I'm there Wednesday, and I'm doing stand up Friday at the Speakeasy.
Okay, and that's a couple of times you've told me you've been there.
So I would love if you come to one of those. If you can make
I'll come to one, yeah. Anyway, I'll come
Especially
to one.
the Friday one would be, even more.
I'll come do the speak. I'm not going to do the Jukebox last comic standing thing, but I'll come. I'd go, but if you want, I'll go up at the Speakeasy if you want to do it.
You'll go up?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck yeah, dude, that'd be awesome. I hope. Actually, I'd really love it if we. I'm sure if I talk to them, they'll just put us up back to back. That'd be awesome.
Do you know the people at the?
I know that I've sold enough tickets there that
cool.
That
that's
if
what
anybody had any problem,
that's what all those things are filled up with, pretty much.
So your jokes?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
And then there's another. Yeah, there's another one somewhere around here, but yeah. Let me ask you what you do, because my process, which is such a douchey thing to say, but like, I usually will write out with my hand what I want it to go with. And then I'll kind of use the recorder, and I'll just kind of rant on it for, I don't know, however long I can go. And then I'll just pick those out and then write them in one of those. And then eventually I'll go type it out. So, like, mine's like a 5-fold thing of what I do when I have a thing that I want to talk about.
Mine is pretty much a 1-fold.
Is it?
I just think of because everybody who does stand-up comedy is a joke writer, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, you're a writer more than you are a performer, especially starting out, or at least you need to be.
All I am is I'm a storyteller.
Sure.
That's my genre. I tell stories.
Yeah.
Stuff that's happened, and I just piece it all together with other things that have happened. So everything I'm saying up on stage is a real-life feeling that I've said, felt, thought, or seen. Mm-hmm. And so it makes it super easy. I don't want to tell so-and-so my joke before I go on.
No, of course not.
I love it when my wife gets the first reaction of my act when she's watching it.
Yeah.
And so, I will think of what I want to tell. It just goes boom. Oh, that's the one. and then I'll write it on a piece of paper, or a couple of pieces of
Right.
paper, and then I will read it one time. I will stand up in my garage and I will do it one time.
The first time you went up, how many times did you go over that in your head?
One.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, dude!
I
did
thought-
it for like 4 hours before I.
I thought that if I did it over and over, I was gonna fuck up. So I told Timmery when we were going to the Penguin in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. When we were going up to the Penguin, we were on just straight run there, 3 hours going there, signing up in.
Yeah.
And I went, it's either gonna be good or it's gonna suck.
Yeah, sure.
And she said, whatever it is, I'm right there with you. And she fucking laughed her ass off. I got fucking ghosted by the whole crowd because all that was there was stand-up comedians.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they
I
announced
don't
me
give a
as
fuck about
your
what you're... Yeah.
very first time.
Yeah.
And that is the worst fucking thing you can ever have somebody say.
The first time I was there, we went... Because, that's... it. That was the thing. How do you do this and how do you get up? And it's like, just sign up for an open mic. That's all you have to do. So when we went, Shayne and Dan were with me the first time I went. And they signed up. One guy went up, and they're like, all right, let's get a new guy. Because there was two of us that had never done it before. And they're like, all right, let's get someone new up here. I'm like, fuck. And there was the second person to go up.
Yeah.
Pretty nerve-wracking.
The last one at the Speakeasy, man, I can tell you, my real life thought process was, I just want to go up. I have so many people here right now. Mm-hmm. To watch me.
You think that helped or hurt you?
Definitely helped because when I got up on stage, I thought I had a fucking killer act. I thought it was really good.
Wasn't as good as you thought it was?
No, it wasn't that. Mm-hmm. It was when you're on stage, you can hear a lot of things that you would never hear.
Yeah, of course.
And I heard somebody right when I walked up. I said, "Hey, hello." If you ever seen my stand up, that was the first thing because the mic kept coming in and out, so I was checking it to make sure I was good.
Right.
So I said, "Hey, hello," and I heard these two guys go, "Hey, let's go smoke now."
Yeah.
And
okay.
my gut just went.
Yeah.
And then
it's a lot of...
I heard a girl in the front row fucking cackle at my first joke, and it made me fucking giggle.
Yeah.
And so then I just started rolling, and then when I hit the Lions Den, when I said, so I was at the Lions Den the other day, and I just felt the laughter from everybody, and then it was just all jokes from there.
Yeah.
It's such a flattering thing to hear 30 minutes. Dude, people dream about that.
It's a long time.
And here I am.
You're gonna eat a lot. You're gonna eat a lot of dicks in 30 minutes.
I know.
Yeah.
How many dicks can I eat? Just sit there like this, like Pac-Man, dude. But instead of those balls, it's just dicks, and I'm just walking around, and then I'll get a ghost every once in a while. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a rough one.
But we're gonna take this into the end here. We have
we got 48 minutes.
Fucking
Jesus
shit
Christ.
ton. This is the most ever. So this is Shot 30 Podcast,
Thanks,
and
buddy.
I want to do this again.
It's a blast.
Let's
man.
absolutely do this
Anytime.
again before you leave. We can get fucking 4 or 5 in.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Let's just do this again. This episode is sponsored by Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies. You can visit her on Facebook, Instagram. This episode is sponsored by Conspiracy Kimonos. Get your custom-made gis. Visit them on Facebook.
Sorry. No, it's
And
just
also
hilarious.
the t-shirts, we have up to size 2X right now of the Shot 30 Podcast shirts. You can order them. I just started a Facebook page. You can order them off my Instagram page, the Shot 30 Podcast Instagram page, Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies Instagram page, or Working It Out, Timmery Newbert's Facebook page, and Mrs. Newbie's Cakes and Cookies Facebook page.
There you go.
Sorry, that was a whole lot. That was a fucking
It was
haul.
good. It was good.
Yeah, the new shirts are available. We have 2 different styles, and by popular demand, the Keto Klux Klan shirt will be coming out, I think, next week. The Keto Klux Klan.
You're making a shirt that says KKK on
But, no, well, you saw episode 1, right? The Keto Klux Klan?
Yeah.
It is, taken off. People fucking love the Keto Klux Klan. The real KKK.
Don't go strolling through a lot of neighborhoods in those shirts.
It is trademarked now. The Keto Klux Klan. You can't steal it. I own it. It's mine. And this is Shot 30 Podcast. That's JD Spets. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you for listening. Boom.